Hello, welcome to Cadence Loop a Day. Gonna be playing around in Cadence again today and trying to make some sounds. You might hear some people in the background. That's Andy from Unity, but you can ignore him. You didn't appreciate that. He's a great guy though. Alright, so today I want to start off, I found this really cool thing on the internet, which I came across in my stream today. It's this kind of ad campaign thing for a service that lets you book hotels near concerts. Very sort of interesting thing I've never heard of before. But anyway, they made this thing and it's actually pretty cool. So all it is you have a rhythm that you have to try and keep. And when you start playing, you hear the drums and then you have to try keep up with it. So let's see what happens. So I just have to tap my keyboard. And then it scores you afterwards, and you can see how good your rhythm actually is. Now, I've been trying this a bit this afternoon, and I've only managed, this is my high score actually, 864 out of 1,000. I have no idea if that's good or not, but I kind of get the feeling it's a little bit terrible, especially for someone who claims to have some musical aptitude. Basically, the point is there, I'm probably not going to be a drummer anytime soon. Anyways, I suggest you try it out, it's quite fun. It's a good little way to waste 10-15 minutes. I'm going to try this one more time, see if I can do better. Hey, look at that, I improved. It's kind of one of those things where I'm a little bit embarrassed that I'm in a room full of people, otherwise I'd be singing loudly, trying to keep pace with it. But anyway, I'm going to post the link in the comments. You should try it out. Alright, so the reason that we're here is that we're actually going to try and make a loop in Cadence. So let me bring up Cadence here. Now, I was really hoping to do some more progress with the level editor, but today's been an administration day, so we're just going to poke around and with the tools that are already in the game and see what happens. Alright, so yesterday I made a sort of very mellow circuit for the game Error Prone, which was that game that, you know, simulates self-driving cars, and then you take control, and when you take control, chaos and carnage happens. So today I'm just going to riff on that. I quite enjoyed making something a bit more ambient, and I'm going to try and see if I can, what else I can find in that sort of very ambient kind of frame of mind. So this I'm going to try to create something quite slow, so quite sparse, quite mellow. Something like that. I can see what's actually happening here. So that my scene isn't big enough because I started at the wrong resolution, so I'm going to have to open Cadence again. Give me 1 second. Alright, let's try that. Alright, one more time, just to give that. Cool, so for this we're going to want something quite slow, quite mellow. I'm almost going to simulate as if this were bars playing. And let's choose a sound that's kind of more like a pad sound. So ironically, horn pad is what I'm going to choose there. Yeah, it's still a little bit too bombastic for my likes, so let's see what this sounds like. try this. Okay, so all of these sounds kind of have an attack, which means at the beginning of the sound, it's kind of that note is really clear and present, whereas I kind of want something to evolve into each other. So right now, there's probably actually not a sound in Cadence that's very well suited to that. Eventually what will happen is you'll actually have access to the synthesizer, so you can shape and craft the sounds however you want them to. But right now, I'm just going to choose the one sound that has a filter enabled, so I can filter out all of the high frequencies, and let's see how that goes. Alright, I'm going to turn the delay right down. So that's kind of creating some chaos and havoc. I'm actually going to turn that all the way down. Alright, let's try split the difference. So that was too much for my liking. Okay, right now this is that synthesizer interface I was talking about. It doesn't look like much right now, but obviously by the time the game is released, perhaps not in the early access release, but by the time the full game is released, that will be a nice interface for you to play with. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just layer other notes on top of this, so you actually have kind of chords playing. And to do that, I'm just going to, I'm actually just going to come here, create some nodes. I'm just going to make this a starting point, so what's going to happen is that the two tracks are actually going to play together. So right now what you hear is that they're actually making quite a cacophonous noise, and that's because they're playing the same notes, or you know, they're playing notes that aren't really designed to fit together. So to get around that, we're just going to come into the interval editor here and assign them different notes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of try stick to a pattern, and then I'm going to try create a harmony above that. So yeah, quite like that. Alright, then we're going to take this one above and try make it fit. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to play with the filter sweep a little bit, create some movement in the sound. And I'm quite liking this, so I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you for tuning in, And this was Loop a Day. Tune in to same time, tomorrow place. Same time, same place tomorrow. Cheers.